Shalom Israel. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatham Yahushua Malatham Bashem Yahushua. This is the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And we teach the truth according to the Bible. We teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, or North American Indians are the chosen people of God, and our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now, you're tuned into our Monday night history class, but tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. All right, tonight I'm finna give y'all an intro into what class is finna be about next Monday. All right, I'm finna give y'all intro. You dig what I'm saying? A little quick 10, 15-minute intro into what I'm going to be getting into next week. All right, the topic of next week's class is the origin of the public school system and the integration into Nazism. All right, ISUPK, Kentucky, under Commander General Yohana, Monday night history class. All right, tonight, again, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be giving y'all an intro. All right, a quick little 10-minute, 15-minute intro. All right, into what I'm going to be talking about next week. All right. So tonight, again, a brief intro into the subject matter. All right, the origin of the public school system and the integration into Nazism. But tonight specifically, I want to get into Elon Musk. We finna get into Elon Musk tonight. Now, y'all remember when he did this? Do y'all remember when Elon Musk gave the Nazi salute? Do y'all recall when the Democrats went crazy? Do y'all recall when the Republicans say, "Oh, that wasn't the Nazi salute. That was just it came from the heart." All right, what he was saying came from the heart. We finna put the smash down on that tonight. All right, this Nazi salute and what that has to do with the new arrival of white South Africans into the United States. All right, and when I'm done with this quick breakdown tonight, y'all are really gonna know that we live in Nazi Germany all over again. And coming soon, unless Christ return, we're gonna be living in apartheid South Africa all over again. Now let's break down Elon Musk and what a white South African has to do with Nazism. All right, the Musk family history in South Africa reveals ties to apartheid and neo-Nazi movements. Now it makes sense why you have white South Africans coming into the United States. All right, Trump just allowed white South Africans into the United States. All right, Elon Musk's father, Errol Musk, claimed in an interview that his ex-wife's parents used to support Hitler and were part of the German Nazi Party in Canada. So Elon Musk's maternal grandparents were part of the Nazi Party. All right, Elon Musk's maternal grandparents were part of the Nazi Party. Doesn't make sense why you see Elon Musk doing the Nazi salute. Let's walk. All right, now the OB was founded in South Africa in 1939. All right, the OB was a pro-Nazi Afrikaner nationalist organization with strong ties to National Socialism. Now, National Socialism is the English way of saying Nazi. All right, Nazi is a word that means National Socialist or National Socialism. All right, and there was a group of South Africans, a group of South African Afrikaners. This is what you call the white people in South Africa that were pro-Nazi. All right, so much so that this group was absorbed into the National Party after World War II, and this was the party that implemented apartheid in South Africa. All right, implemented the ruling class of a white minority in apartheid South Africa. All right, and it was this group of white South Africans, Nazi supporters, neo-Nazis after World War II, and this was the party that implemented apartheid, which was a white minority rule over South Africa. All right, this was their logo. All right, this was this white South African Afrikaner logo, this neo-Nazi movement. All right, Afrikaners are a white ethnic minority in South Africa, primarily comprised of Dutch and German ancestry. This is the link between white South Africans and German Nazis. Again, we just read that Elon Musk's maternal grandmother was a Nazi. All right, so like his maternal grandparents were Nazis, belonged to the Nazi Party in Canada. All right, and these white South Africans are primarily of Dutch and German ancestry. Now, recently, these white South Africans, these Afrikaners, all right, were granted refugee status and arrived in the United States. The arrival was part of a controversial policy by President Trump, which focused on prioritizing the resettlement of Afrikaners. Again, the Afrikaners are these white South Africans. All right, this is the white minority that used to rule South Africa under apartheid. All right, and they were brought in by Donald Trump. Now, we were told it was because white South Africans are being mistreated. All right, the white South Africans, there's a genocide going on against white South Africans right now. But we're going to find out what the truth is. All right, Trump just brought a group of white South Africans to the U.S. as refugees. But what are they escaping? Let's walk. All right, the South African government said the U.S. allegations that Afrikaners, again, these are white South Africans, being persecuted are completely false. The result of an inaccurate view of its country. So the idea that Donald Trump brought these people over here because they're being oppressed, this idea is completely false. There is no oppression of white South Africans. There is no genocide of white South Africans. All right, let's walk. All right, it cited the fact that Afrikaners are among the richest and most successful people in the country, and they said they are amongst the most economically privileged. All right, this white minority that used to rule South Africa under apartheid, even today, are the richest and most successful people in the country and the most economically privileged. So are these people even running from anything? Or is there something else going on? All right, Afrikaners were the leaders of the apartheid system of white minority rule that ended in 1994. All right, again, Afrikaners were the leaders of the apartheid system of white minority rule that ended in 1994. So we know that there is no genocide going on of white folks in South Africa. There's no mistreatment of white folks in South Africa. As a matter of fact, these people are amongst the most prosperous in the country of South Africa. So what else is going on here? What else is going on here? Again, Afrikaners were the leaders of the apartheid system of white minority rule that ended in 1994. This is what it's really about. This is what it's really about. All right, the U.S. will become a minority white in 2045, census projects. The new statistics project that the nation will become a minority white in 2045. So real soon, white people in America are going to be the minority. And this is the real reason that Donald Trump is bringing in these Afrikaners, these white South Africans. It has nothing to do with the fact that they're being discriminated against. We just proved it. We just proved that these people are the most successful, prosperous people in South Africa. These people are not refugees. These people aren't running from anything. These people used to run South Africa as a white minority. And this is the real reason that these people are being brought here. All right, the U.S. is trying to soak up some game on how to rule as a white minority like these white South Africans did under apartheid government. All right, this is the real reason that these people are being brought here. So like I said, unless Christ returns, we're going to see ourselves under a new apartheid system in the United States. All right, the U.S. is trying to soak up game from these white South Africans They're trying to suck up game on how to rule as a white minority because these people know that they're going to be a white minority here by 2025. All right, white Americans are going to be the minority by 2045, and they want to know how to soak up game. All right, and this is the real reason why these South Africans are coming. But let's get it in the Bible. All right, Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. All right, this is what terrifies white people. This is what terrifies white people, that the Lord's chosen people, blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, are going to be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. Again, these white South Africans used to rule South Africa under apartheid as a white minority. This is the real reason that Donald Trump is bringing these people over here. So the people that rule this nation can soak up some game on how to rule as a white minority, just like white South Africans did under apartheid. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end it tonight. All right, like I said, it's just going to be a quick little 10-minute breakdown on what we finna get into next week. All right, next Monday, ISUPK Kentucky, under Commander General Yohana, Monday night history class. We finna get into the origin of the public school system and the integration into Nazism. All right, so with that, we'll do one courtesy salute. Salam. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham Yahweh Shemalatham B'Shem Yahweh Shai. With that, dismiss.